So black men have been called a lot of mean things on the internet, especially when they engage in interracial dating. They've been said that, we hate ourselves, black men, we don't love ourselves, we hate our mothers. But here's something that is new that I'm hearing now. Black men who date white women are actually gay. What? That's right, Downlow gay. I know it doesn't make much sense, but this rhetoric has been going on TikTok for about a year now, and I got the videos to prove it. Let's get into the video.
Y'all, I have a theory, and this may be controversial, and it's only backed by pure life experience, no fact, no evidence, but here is my theory. Many DL men typically date white or other women besides black women and strictly date them. And this is why I say that. In my history of dating, talking to DL men, I've noticed that they never date black women. And I think that the black woman is way too intuitive and way too spot on to see through these. So they're intimidated by that. And typically, sometimes, I'm not saying everyone, but I notice typically sometimes white women and stuff tend to be a little bit more passive and turn the shoulder and just be so hippity hype that they got this big black man or this black man that they rather turn the shoulder or act oblivious or stupid, or may not even pick up on the P's and Q's that Jim and Bob go to the gym every day together for 5 hours and they hang out every single day. They hang out more than y'all hang out. I do have one story to support my theory, right? This one guy that I met on a job internationally, I didn't really know that he was feeling me because at this time I was young. I was 18, 19. I couldn't take hints at that time. So still can't. Some things never change. I let him borrow an outfit. He brought it back to my hotel room. It was 3 at night. He's blowing up my phone. I'm like, hello, it's 3 in the morning. He's like, yo, you still up? I'm like, no, I'm in bed. He's like, but are you awake? I'm like, yes, but I'm going to sleep. He's like, oh, well, do you want to hang out? I have your outfit to give you. I'm like, no, just give it to me in the morning. He's like, oh, okay. I thought we could hang out if you want. I was like, no, I don't. Anyway, so I come back to LA, the job finishes. Then he starts responding to my stories, hard eyes, all this shit, right? Oh my God, fine ass man, all this shit, right? And so now, fast forward to years later, he is with a white woman all over TikTok, dancing, acting like he in love with her, which he may be, but also it's just what? And other evidence to support my theory. Many of the DL men that I have dated in the past or talked to or fucked with, whatever, they all have interracial babies. I don't know one DL man that I've F'd with who has just black babies. They all half white, half black, or half Latin, half black. Just a theory. And stereotypically in black communities, we tend to be a little bit more homophobic. So I feel that's why also black men tend to steer away from black women, especially when they are battling with their sexuality, because they know that it may not be as accepted as if you went to a white lady and it's yeah, I fuck with men on the side sometimes. They might be like, ooh, that's hot. And black women, some of them may be like, ooh, that's a child.
I don't really have nothing to say about that because I don't know, but I thought that was some interesting theories going on there. It's his own experience. Let him have it, right? What do you guys think about that? But let's go to the next guy who says something similar, but from a different perspective.
Myself, I'm just more compatible with a white woman, I guess.
Well, that's probably the most honest thing you actually said so far. You are compatible with a white woman. You don't like black women because you like boys. I seen a video about this black lady saying black men who only date white women are on a DL. I'm noticing that shit.
You noticing it? How would you know? See, the other guy, he seems like he's gay. So, you noticing it? How do you know?
Black women ain't missing out on nothing, especially if it's you. On white women, I don't ever find that weird to be compared to a black woman. I'm not even dating you because you're you. They're only dating you because you're not black. Yeah. You don't find that weird? That's like an insult, right? I don't know. That would have been an insult to me. But hey, can't expect much from a group of people who men don't even respect them. So, hey, if that's a compliment for you, good luck.
All right, so the first guy had a little bit of his own personal experience as to why he was saying what he was saying. But the second guy just sounded like these are just shaming tactics, you know. For example, that's just like me saying the equivalent. Black women who date white men are DL gay. Would that make any sense? No. No, that don't make any sense. Because obviously, you probably have a lot of black women who date white men who are heterosexual. You know, the thing about it is this. People are never wanting to ask, I'm going to even include these DL guys, why that's the case. Now, the first guy was saying they don't want to be exposed by black women because black women may tell. That might actually be true. But in the second case, is it that a lot of brothers don't date black women because of other issues? Because I have some videos with, Kendra G that I did one video where the lady was a stud. And she was like dealing with black single mothers, complaining about the same issues that we were complaining about as black men. So we got to start to deal with things, as it's not like these black men are dating, not dating black women because they're gay. That's a shaming tactic. Or black men are not dealing with black women because they hate themselves. There's a fundamental reason that guys have been expressing that is keeping them from being with black women. Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them, right? And it's another way to shut the black male voice down, the black man's voice down, so his concerns are not met. When you hear stuff like this, that's what you're hearing. Let's go to the next video.
All right, man. See, I'm going to have to speak up for black women on this one. I personally have not met not one, or even heard one black woman say that you have to date black women only, and that's it. If you're a black man and you want to do a little interracial relationship, that's on you. But what black women are fed up with is the need to profess your love to white women or Hispanic women while dissing them. AKA, oh, I love me a Hispanic girl, man. They so bad, man. I like white girls because black girls are loud, black girls are ghetto, black girls. How about you just say you like Hispanic girls, you like white girls, and end it there? The need to go ahead and go on this banter, this rant, this talk about how you love, white women so much because black women are this makes no sense. And to me, black is 100% beautiful. And I'm keeping 100% honest. I don't trust any man who looks at his own complexion and the complexion of his mother and is not attracted to the women of that complexion. That's just me, personal opinion, but you do you.
Let me just kind of, deal with some of what the stuff the brother's saying. Some of the stuff I agree with, but the thing that he's never heard one black woman saying that you don't need to deal with nothing but black women. It's inherent, bro. Like, it's something that they already believe that you should know. Most black women feel like no matter what their circumstances are, you need to deal with them because you're a black man. A lot of black women are entitled to black men. We're just going to be real. So it's already understood that's how they feel. Go to Dr. Umar's rallies, and if you hear, him talking about ain't nothing but a black woman that you're supposed to be, you'll hear a lot of praising, a lot of shouting. You'll hear those things. No doubt about it. All right? But now, let me kind of get to this whole thing about black men who are, want to date out and you like Latino women and white women. I think that this is the case. If you do like that and you don't like dating black women, I know that guys have their own, preferences. I think that, again, it's probably best that you just don't vocalize like, wow, I like white women more or Asian women more, whatever. Because, I don't want you to end up like Christian Obamseli, who was out there saying how much he loved white women and then he ended up getting stabbed. Just kind of go about your business. But what I have noticed, though, is that they don't want black men to talk about how much they love white women. But go and look at black women on TikTok. you'll see a lot of videos on TikTok of black women dating white men, swirling, falling in love. And you never gonna hear black men have anything to really say about that. It's a hypocrisy. They just don't want you to be able to say it. And the reason why is because you're more likely to be able to get what you want outside of your race. Black women struggle a lot more than black men do. That's the real issue. But guys, what do you think? I mean, you've seen all these videos. Is there some truth to it? You know, brothers are on the DL because they like white women. Subscribe, hit the bell.